YouTube does not like it if you swear in the first 6 seconds. So let me just say right now, let's fucking go. That's a big win right there. 20-17, Browns over the Bears. We're going to break down this game, but really quickly, support for today's show comes in from our friends over at Hexclad. They're going to give you the Dog Pound 10% off, the best cookware in the game. I'll tell you all about Hexclad later on in the show, but go to hexclad.com/chatsports. Browns beat the Bears, erase a 10-point fourth quarter deficit to shock Justin Fields for a second loss back in the Buckeye State, 20-17. Joe Flacco got it done yet again. 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, 374 yards. Joe Flacco, back-to-back 300-plus yard games. This offense is clicking when it needs to in the fourth quarter, and the Browns have themselves a bit of a stranglehold on an AFC wildcard spot. The win improved them to 9-5. They can't jump up into the division leaders behind the Ravens by 1 game, but they do give themselves a lot of breathing room in the wild card race with the Bengals and the Colts, who they could have potential tiebreakers over both teams. The Texans at 8-6, that's going to be a big game next week. But man, the Browns 1 win away from, I could say confidently, securing a playoff spot with 3 weeks left against the Texans, the Jets, and the Bengals. The Bears offense, it looked like it was in somewhat control of this game. They were able to rush the ball much better than Cleveland at stretches, but they kept doing those stupid, pistol pitches that would go for 5-yard losses. So the Bears offensively had some momentum at times, but the Browns offense under Jim Schwartz, they knew when they needed to step up, and they put the clamps down at the end. They forced 3 and out after punt after 3 and out in the fourth quarter, after a bit of a sloppy third quarter, where not the defense gave up 10 points entirely. 7 points came from Tremaine Edmonds on that pick 6. But the Browns offense, we'll talk about the ground game later on. It's a major problem. And the defense, the injuries are still a major problem. Joel Petonio suffered a back injury in warm-ups. He really couldn't give it a go. Zadarius Smith got his bell rung at the end. We'll get more updates on them later on. But the Browns against the Bears head-to-head, Joe Flacco able to air it out to Njoku and Amari Cooper, his 2 go-to guys when he had to at the end. And it wasn't pretty. It was pouring down rain. It was windy. It was AFC North, NFC North football colliding. But in the fourth quarter, with under 5 minutes to go, which offense made a game-winning drive? Cleveland. Which defense made a game-winning stop? Cleveland. Which special teams put their side on top? Cleveland. Which coaching staff pressed the right buttons at the end? Cleveland. And which wide receiver dropped a Hail Mary? Darnell Mooney. We thank you. But I do want to highlight our sponsor before we get into more of this post-game show. Hexclad has the best pots and pans out there. So if you are looking to rock your holiday cooking game, look no further than Hexclad, the revolutionary cookware brand that's changing the way we cook during the most wonderful time of the year. Hexclad's innovative hybrid design combines the best of both worlds, giving you the ease of non-stick cookware, the durability of cast iron, and the versatility of stainless steel. Hexclad also offers a lifetime warranty because these are literally the last set of pots and pans you will ever have to buy. Their 6-piece set is the perfect starter bundle to enjoy the incredible versatility of their products. It's easy to cook, whether it's eggs, burgers, steaks, or sauces. So this holiday season, give yourself or a loved one a gift that will actually last forever and change your cooking game for life. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off their order when you go to hexclad.com/chatsports. Support our show and check them out, hexclad.com/chatsports. Because I love you guys so much, I put that link in the comments and description of today's show. Let's talk about Joe Flacco for a moment. 3 interceptions, the first of which was a bad pick. But when you ask a quarterback to throw the ball 44 times, and his name is Joe Flacco, that's sort of the price of doing business, right? The second interception, that's the one that Cedric Tillman kind of had, TJ Edwards smacked him. Ball was loose. Not a bad throw, just not a good decision, right? The first pick was a bad throw. There's a difference. The third interception, that's just an incredible play by Tyreek Stevenson, the Bears DB. I mean, David Njoku in that screenshot moment looks wide open. And if Flacco doesn't throw that ball to him, everyone is going to look back at that and go, what was Joe doing? It's just a great play by the DB. The ground game is a serious problem, though, and it needs to be under a magnifying glass this week at practice. A win's a win, so it's going to cover up all your all of your issues, all of your blemishes, all of that stuff. But Jerome Ford, Kareem Hunt, Pierre Strong Jr., those guys had nothing going on the ground. The offensive line has to execute better. They have to be better at the point of attack, which brings me to this. 5 starting offensive linemen week 1, and I'm sure you're getting tired of hearing it. We're down to 1. Wyatt Teller at right guard. You lost your 2 starting tackles. You lost your backup tackle. You lost your left guard during the game. You lost your starting center. You briefly lost your backup center for a moment. But you got to get Ethan Posick back, get Nick Harris back at fullback. That's going to help the ground game a ton. Get Joel Petonio back at left guard. And unfortunately, we got to make do with the 2 tackles we have at the moment. Because Montez Sweat and that Bears pass rush, they were all over Joe Flacco. So that's going to have to be a work in progress throughout the next 3 weeks of the season. Amari Cooper, though, when the lights were bright, he shined. 4 catches, 109 yards, 1 touchdown, an incredible game-tying touchdown in the fourth quarter. You knew that the Browns' defense were going to have to make some stops. They were going to have to make some plays. But the Browns' offense didn't look like it was an offense that was able to go down and march 10 plays, 75 yards, 6 minutes. They were going to need someone to make a big play. And they got 2 big plays. One from Amari Cooper and one from David Njoku. 104 yards, 1 touchdown. If there's a guy that does not get enough airtime on sports talk radio in Cleveland this week, it's David Njoku. He is having the best year of his NFL career. In a season, by the way, where so many players for the Browns are having individually the best season of their NFL career. Like on offense, I'd say Njoku's having the best year of his career, right? I'd say Amari Cooper's getting close to being up there, by the way. Ethan Posick's having a great year. And then defensively, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Dustin Hopkins, Corey Bojorquez. Everyone's clicking on all 3 phases. Bow down to the Chief, baby. Now, if you enjoyed that win, type LFG. Let's fucking go. 9-5. I'm already mad at myself. I'm pre-mad for what I'm going to say next, and that is, for the Stefanski haters out there, stop watching. Like, if I take less views, so be it. But I say this because there are people that want the Browns to lose so they can be right about Stefanski. You know what? It's okay to say, I was wrong. Let's say it all together. 3, 2, 1. I was wrong. Everyone's been wrong before about a take. It happens. It just means you're swimming in the deep end. But own up to it. Just say it was a bad take, right? It's not the worst thing in the world. Give credit to Kevin Stefanski for keeping this team time and time again locked in. Fourth quarter comeback after fourth quarter comeback because this team plays hard for 60 minutes. Where do you think that starts? At the top. Justin Fields, I'm pulling for this guy on a personal level just because I think he's a really good quarterback. He did not get a whole lot of help from his coaching staff. Yet again, they kind of failed him. But the Browns defense made it really tough on him. 166 yards, 1 touchdown. Technically 2 picks. Both picks were on Hail Marys, so I don't feel like the Browns defense had 2 big takeaways. In fact, they might take away the JOK interception to end the first half. But DeAnthony Bell and Ronnie Hickman filling in for Grant Delpit and Juan Thornhill, they played their tails off today. Roshan Johnson, this ground game for the Bears, they had some moments, they had some spurts, but Luke Getsy, the Bears OC, he tried so hard to throw this game, it felt like. DJ Moore, the Bears' number 1 receiver, the Browns did a pretty good job of containing him. 4 grabs, 52 yards, Greg Newsome, the guy's not playing cocky. The guy's playing confident. He's playing the best football of his NFL career. Him and Martin Emerson are like just the two youngins on the block that just want to strap everyone up, right? They're just like hall monitors. They're looking to give out tickets for not putting your seatbelt on. They're walking around strapping up. And Denzel Ward, a quiet day, which usually means a good day. Ultimately, the Browns receivers made some big plays. Cooper, Njoku, and then a Marquise Goodwin sighting. It only took us 15 weeks, but we finally got him involved with a big play down the field. The Bears receivers, I mean, they definitely made it close to the end. Tyler Scott, the Ohio native, he put the Bears in Hail Mary range, got them all the way down to the 45. But once again, Dustin Hopkins is the difference maker. I mean, he has won this team the 49ers game. It's hard to even keep track of all the games that Dustin Hopkins has put this team on top. The Steelers game, let's go, baby. 9-5. I know I'm supposed to give hard-hitting analysis, but right now I just want to bathe in this. I just want to get in this nice bathtub. It's called 9-5. A nice Roman bathtub, right? An onsen from Japan. Just soak this in. Marinate it. Let's go. 9-5. 3 games left. Win one of those 3 games, 10 wins is going to get you in. 99% sure of it, too. 20-17 the final. If you want more post-game shows fired up like this, sub for Dubs. Which reminds me, we crossed 30,000 subscribers during our watch party today. Thank you to all of our subscribers. Browns, 9-5.